Why you're rich but you're still unhappy? Watch this video.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Right now I'm up here in my roof in Delhi, and I'm here to speak to you guys about affluenza, okay? This idea that, hey, you might be very, very wealthy, however, you're not exactly happy. Now, there's been studies that have shown the happiness is correlated with money to a certain level. And after that certain level, it just doesn't affect it after that certain level. It's important for you to really ask yourself that, how come I'm very wealthy, maybe I'm a super rich kid, but why am I unhappy? Well, you might be having, first of all, fake friends. Friends who want you only for your money, only for your monetary wealth. And there's a sense of fakeness there where you're not able to truly form the tribe where you match in values rather than monetary wealth. You've also grown up with this idea that you've learned to value yourself based on a price tag and not based on your morals, your ethics, just being a general human being who is flourishing in life rather than looking at the paycheck, looking at the price tag, looking at the expensive items to determine your worth. You know, I grew up moderately wealthy, you would say. You know, I grew up with a silver spoon, if you want to call it that. And my parents are both doctors, and so I noticed that I had to teach myself how to be happy. I needed to create my happiness. You see what I'm saying? And the thing about that is, in positive psychology, we know that 50% of happiness is genetics, okay? Now, that sounds like a genetic determinist. That's not me, you know? Yes, genetics, but also, actually, let me sit right here next to the Buddha and explain this to you, because this is a very enlightening concept. 50% is genetic. 10% is your circumstances. So let's say you win the lottery one day, or someone in your family gets sick, your baseline level of happiness is going to go up or down, right? So that's momentary, right? That's fleeting still. Now 40% is within our control, within actions that we can actively take, okay? So that's really important to understand, because, hey, once there's certain actions that you can take based on your happiness, such as what? Such as gratitude practices, such as actually working towards your well-being through journaling and writing and exploring your own inner world and doing the inner work, right? Doing the inner work, like actually going inwards, doing breath work, doing meditation, all these different things. And I've had to understand the hard way that happiness is the consciousness of growth. So as long as you're growing, you're working towards something, you're building something, you have a passion project, you have this exciting thing that you're looking forward to, you're gonna stay in that happiness pocket. But the moment where you're not in flow state, the moment where you just stay stagnant, you know, you just keep doing the same old things, you just keep filling that void with money and more money and more money, you don't have a purpose. You see what I'm saying? So you need to find your purpose and use the resources of money to even help you get there. So provide yourself the value of actually finding, what is it that I'm here to do? What value am I creating in the world? What is my output of creativity? What is my output of actually being someone who is leaving my legacy behind, rather than actually using my wealth and just living comfortably off of it, rather than actually using it to benefit humankind? You see what I'm saying? So that's really what you want to be thinking about right now, is you want to be able to not just be wealthy on the outside, but be wealthy on the inside. And that's what I truly want for you guys, you know? Because it's great to be wealthy on the outside, you know, have lots of lavish things. However, if those lavish things don't bring us a sense of fulfillment, or they're not adding to the storyline of our life, we're being less grateful for money. We're being more like, oh yeah, things are handed to me, right? That kind of mindset of entitlement, where that starts to creep into our real lives. Like, people owe us something, right? It's like we're hanging around people, it's like, no, you owe me your time. Rich people, they'll even push people away, thinking that they want their money, thinking that, you know, people just want to leech off of them or mooch off of them or whatever, right? It's like I know a lot of rich people who, being in their space, it's like some of them are really cool, genuine, awesome people, right? And they live in an incredible wealth mindset where they're actually giving and free. And that's when they're actually maintaining their wealth alongside their inner work and happiness. You see, once you start paying more attention to one over the other, it really starts to take a big toll on you, an emotional toll mostly. Like, I remember when I met this millionaire and asked him, I'm taking a big risk hiring a business coach, and he said, it's not a risk, it's an investment, and looking at money like that rather than looking at money like, hey, this is something that I feel comfortable around, right? It's like a comfort bubble of wealth. I don't have to do anything, I don't have to do any work. It's like my parents are rich, whatever, right? So you feel this sense of just like, hey, I'm gonna just waste my time. And a lot of these rich people, they end up being sucked in by the world of drugs. Why? Because that gives them an easy access mentality. Again, because they've had money handed their way, right? Or they've gotten money very easily. Like, let's say you win the lottery, right? Now, if you didn't feel like you earned that money, you just got it like that, you're gonna waste it away. You're gonna just, you're just kind of going to use it and just throw it away, right? Rather than actually optimizing it and using it and investing in yourself with it. So nowadays, when I see my use of money, I notice that everything that I'm doing is adding to my character. Every single penny that I spend now is moving me closer towards the avatar, the identity shift, the character that I truly prefer, instead of just a purchase that makes me feel good, right? Because we're always going to want to feel good, It's like that's just the human norm, is we're always going to want to do things that make us feel good. But what if you could actually do something to build something? And that's where the sustainability of your happiness comes in, just like the sustainability of your finances comes in. Not only at the wealth frequency, but at the happiness wealth frequency that conjoin together to create that beautiful interlude. I hope this video helps you out today. I hope it gave you a new perspective. Basically, try to be valuable, try to add impact to society, and really find a way that you can be influential with your affluence. The mentality is you want to be looking forward to something. You want to be a person of value. You want to have a purpose and a mission in mind where you're constantly looking forward to that mission, where you're constantly creating something to leave that legacy behind. And I hope this helps you out today. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. Let's get it today. Boom.